Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm happy you're here today because we are talking fall. It's time to start planning. I can't believe it's finally time to do this because I've sort of been ready for fall since mid-June. It's super hot here though, so it doesn't feel like fall, but maybe by doing this video and bringing in some cozy vibes, we can usher in the season. So grab something cozy to drink and let's talk fall. Now, of course, you can't really talk about fall without talking about textiles and color. And so this season, I want to bring in olive green and a warm rust color. I love that burnt orange look. I especially love it paired with the olive green. I feel like it brings in a touch of the falling leaves color, even though that doesn't really happen here in Florida, but I have to recreate that here inside my home. And so the first item that I want to start with are these gorgeous pillow covers. I picked these up on Amazon. This is that gorgeous orange burnt rust color. It's a boucle fabric. I love the feel of it. I think bringing in these cozy textures are a great way to sort of warm up your space without adding a whole bunch of stuff. So this boucle is perfect. I also love the idea of bringing in linen. I've got some neutral linen pillow covers that I'm going to be combining with this orange. I think this is going to make a beautiful statement on my couch. And then of course I picked up one of these little pumpkins. Now this one I got at Hobby Lobby. It was $12.99. But of course, when I picked it up, the fall line is on sale. It's 40% off currently. So this was a great deal, such a savings. And I really wanted one of these last year and I never did grab one and I kind of regretted it. So I'm looking forward to working this in along with that beautiful orange boucle pillow. I think that's going to be a great combination and a beautiful way to bring in a cohesive look with those tones. Now, if we're keeping with that same theme of that burnt orange, that burnt rust color, I went ahead and picked up this throw on Amazon. Love the variations in patterns, and I think this is going to be a beautiful addition onto my chair over on the opposite side of the coffee table. I think that is, you can actually see it there behind me. I think it's going to be really pretty under that light, and I can't wait to work this in this season. Now, everything I've shown you so far is that orange rust color. And so the next item is another throw, but it's in a different color. Okay, so this is the other throw that I picked up. It's a beautiful olive green. If you saw my summer to fall transition decorating video, then you've probably seen this already. And you guys, anything that I can link below, I will, in case you're interested in picking up some of these items for yourself. But I loved that this one also has that fringe texture on the bottom. The olive green tone is perfect, but this one doesn't have quite such a busy pattern, and I think that's really nice to incorporate some really simple looks along with more patterned items. I think that creates a little bit more visual interest, so I cannot wait to mix this in with the pillows and the other orange throw and see how they come together. Okay guys, so now we're gonna move away from textiles and talk hardline items. These are items that I have either purchased new or thrifted, and this is a collective haul. It's been a while. I've been shopping since mid-June, so I picked up this beautiful picture frame. I love the wood detailing here. It's pretty dark, but I love that it has that light matting on the inside of it. And this was $3.99 at Jericho Road, and I love that it's got a little bit of black in there because I'm trying this season to bring in some deeper tones. So black as an accent is definitely going to be something you'll see more of. And then I did purchase this print from Etsy, and I will link the shop below if you're interested in finding this print. But I thought that it was beautiful. It has these beautiful rust tones, a little bit of these softer colors too, some blues and greens. And I thought this was such a beautiful picture that I might end up using it either on my 9-drawer cabinet leaning up against the mirror, or if it's small enough, I might even decide to use this as the centerpiece for my peg shelf in my dining room. So not exactly sure how I want to use this, but you know, sometimes when you find frames like this, especially frames with matting at a thrift store, go ahead and snag them because you can always find a way to work them in, even if it's just to use as an actual photo frame for family photos. So something I'm always on the lookout for when I'm thrifting is copper. Copper is the quintessential metal for fall. I think it is beautiful and it's warm, and when you can find secondhand copper pieces, it's even better because they're slightly patinaed as well. So I picked up this little copper tea kettle. So this one was $3 at an estate sale. I picked this up at the same place where I found that really gorgeous brass mirror tray I showed you guys in my vintage thrift haul video. I will link that video below if you haven't had a chance to check that out. But I love that tray, and when I was there, I also came across this piece as well as this piece, and I thought this was just so cute. Now I do have a beautiful copper piece that is a tea kettle that I use on my stove in the fall time, but it doesn't have this aged patina. It looks very new. In fact, it is very new. I picked it up on Amazon last year. So it's kind of fun to have both. You know, it's got some green patina and some wear and some of that hammered look. I think is just gorgeous. So if I don't end up using this on my stovetop, I have a feeling I'll figure out a way to work it into my hutch or even into my coffee bar. Now, of course, we have to talk candles as well. Fall is the perfect time for burning candles and bringing in a little bit of that coziness to your home. And last year I didn't really pick up any amber glass. And so I think maybe this year I'm kind of making up for that because I missed out on some really beautiful items last year that I want to try to find this year. So I want to start with these clearance jars that I found. This is a little bud vase that I picked up during the summer clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I love the shape of this. I think this is perfect for fall because it's simple, it's got soft lines, but that amber glass is just beautiful. So this one probably is going to end up on my peg shelf, although I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work this in, but that's at least where I intended to put it when I bought it. And then another amber glass item that I picked up this year for my peg shelf is this little bud vase. I think this one's gonna also go on my peg shelf because it's really small. It's hard for me to find items that will fit on the peg shelf that have a small enough base, but this one is pretty small. And this one was $2.99, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, this one was $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. And I just really like the idea of being able to incorporate some warm tones onto that peg shelf because everything up there is white. The walls are white and the shelf is also white. And so bringing in this is gonna add a pop of color and warmth. Now, if you watched my shop with me for Hobby Lobby this year for fall, you would have seen that I found these in the clearance section and I picked this up for $4.99. This one was beautiful and I love the detailing on the top. It's kind of got a rounded lid and that's kind of unique. I haven't seen one like that before. Usually they just have the standard lip. So I really like this one and I love the color of the amber jar. So I'm gonna use this for florals, most likely on my dining room table. Now, probably my favorite of the amber items that I picked up are these two votive holders. I think these are so pretty. And they were $3.99 each, but of course, you know, Hobby Lobby had the fall sale going on, so 40% off of that. I absolutely want to put these on my coffee table. In the evening time when the sun is setting, the door that we put next to my dining room table allows in the most beautiful sunset light. And I have seen these on my coffee table over the last few days. I kind of just set them there while I was trying to decide where I wanted to put them. And the sun coming in is just beautiful on these. Even when the candles aren't lit, they just glow and they create such a beautiful look. So this is gonna go on my coffee table. No. So this is gonna go on my dining room table along with whatever else I decide to put there. And I cannot wait to see how this turns out. All right, guys, so one of the things I really like to shop for at Home Goods is functional items, whether it be for the kitchen or the bathroom, and hand soap is one of them. And oftentimes at Home Goods, you can find them packaged in the most beautiful way. Take a look at this amber glass soap pump. This was $3.99 when I picked this up, and I just absolutely love the detail on the labeling. It's beautiful and it's neutral. And I think this is going to look absolutely gorgeous in my kitchen this fall. So don't pass up the soap aisle in Home Goods. They've got some great options and you can find all sorts of scents as well. So if you saw the shop with me for Hobby Lobby, then you knew that I was probably going to pick up one of these frosted glass candles. These are absolutely beautiful. I love the black detailing with the gold. I think that's so elegant looking. And again, it brings in some of those darker tones that I've been talking about wanting to use. It's got the brass colored top, which is gorgeous, and they smell so good. I've actually already started burning this one because I just couldn't wait. But I think it was $20 regular price. So when I found the candle section at 40% off, it ended up being on sale that week and I picked it up for 40% off. Now, speaking of candles, I did purchase one from the Hearth and Hand line and it's a ribbed glass candle. It's a 5-wick. It hasn't arrived yet, so I wasn't able to show it to you physically, but I will include a clip of the image on their website. And my only concern with this one, I think it's beautiful, but my only concern is I have a very small coffee table, and so I'm hopeful that it won't be too wide of a base to be able to use it along with other decor items on that coffee table. So we will see when it arrives. I'll play around with it and see how it works. It was a bit pricey, but I really haven't spent a lot this season trying to actually downsize and use some of the items that I've had from previous years and sort of minimize my fall decor a little bit. So I thought maybe one splurge item would be an okay thing. So, you know, let me know in the comments below what you usually do when it comes to decorating for seasons. Do you have a budget that you stick to, or do you just reuse the same items every year? Do you just pop in here and there a couple of touches of fall? I'd love to find out how you guys decorate for fall. Now, one of the things that I'm always on the lookout for is items for my hutch, because I've never had a china cabinet like that before. So I really didn't have a lot of items to be able to decorate it with. And so when I was at Hobby Lobby, I picked up this little creamer. I thought this was really cute. It kind of looks like it has a pumpkin shape to it, which is super adorable for the fall, but I have a feeling I could use this all throughout the year. And this is part of their fall line. It was $4.99, so obviously it was on the 40% off clearance when I picked it up. This may end up on the peg shelf, but I have a feeling I'm gonna end up putting it in the china cabinet instead. I wanna try to keep that pretty neutral and pretty minimal, and maybe just pop in a few items like this to hint at fall but not overdo it. Now, I am still on the lookout for a few more items. I want to pick up some new hand towels because the ones that I used last year were very neutral and had like a soft mauve, and that's a little bit different than the look I'm going for. And the last thing I need to find is something for my mantle. I am bound and determined to replace that dough bowl that has been my go-to in the center of the mantle for a long time now, almost a year, with something that is a little softer and something that maybe won't hide that remote sensor that I had spoken about in a previous video. So if you guys have any thoughts about how you would decorate my mantle or how you decorate your own mantle, leave me a comment below. I would love to find out what your ideas are. I haven't found anything yet, but I'm still on the lookout. Next week, we begin decorating. We'll be starting in the living room, and we'll go from there each week as we approach fall. Now, I also wanted to let you know that coming soon, I've got a live chat with Anna from At Home with Anna, and I cannot wait to join her and chat about fall and home decorating and all things related to making a beautiful home. So I hope you guys will keep an eye out for that one and join us for our live chat coming soon. I will be sure to include details about that in my community tab, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll find out more about that there as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at some of the items that I'll be using for the fall season. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.